Hello everyone, this is the Will and Red Fox, and we're back again. So I was asked to do a video showing how to actually transform the desert temple into the build that we did previously, so this is kind of like a part 2. So I'm actually going to show that process, so if you do find a desert temple and you want to change it, you can just follow along and simply build it yourself that way rather than doing it from scratch. Now the hard part's going to be finding a desert temple, because I now need to find one to actually transform. But I guess that's kind of like a first step anyway, so yeah, let's find one. Other than this one I've noticed before when I was actually just starting this intro, it looks like it's completely buried in this mountain. But I don't think that'll do good for a tutorial. So let's go find another one. I haven't found a desert temple yet, but this is actually a pretty nice little village. That's actually pretty cool. We'll have to see. So I've just tried using the locate command just to find the desert temple, and it pointed me here. This one's completely buried underground. I've never seen that before. Huh. How weird. Okay, two things. One, for the interest of saving time, I've just spawned this temple in. And secondly, for the interest of everyone's eyes, when I look that direction, I have moved the sun up there so it doesn't blind you. Okay, to start off, you need to change the front of the towers. Now the front and right hand side of the tower on the right, and the front and left hand side of the tower on the left, they're all the same here. All you have to do is change out the cut stone for smooth stone and change out the terracotta for red sandstone. Now with the stairs, make sure that you have 2 forward facing at the bottom, and then the 3 that go across the top, make sure they're curved around so that way you've got the edging. Next up, you have to do the inner sides of the towers. So you want to do a checkerboard pattern with red sandstone and smooth sandstone. And for what I forgot in the last part, you need to do cut sandstone all around the edges just to give the tower a border. Next, you want to change up the front of the temple. Now to do this, you want to change the top row of sandstone into a sandstone stair, so that way you get the curve, and then place half slabs over the top, that way you get a smoother edge. Then on the front, you want to make an archway using smooth stone and changing a few blocks to red sandstone, add a redstone lantern, and then make sure you can actually walk up the back of it. That way you've got kind of like a podium effect on the front. Next up is the top of the towers. Now on here, you just need to use half slabs, full blocks, and stairs. Use them in mixture and you can actually make a nice point. You can always change it in the future if you don't like it, but I always like to put a bit of glowstone up there, just so it has a little bit of light so you can see it from a distance. Next, we actually need to work on the pyramid side. Now you want to change all the blocks to stairs, and you want to match it up to the sidewalks. You can see them on the side that are connected to the tower. The reason for this is because that's how high it's going to go, and we need to remove the top. With the sidewalk area, all we want to do is corner it off with cut sandstone and then put a red line going through it. That way it just gives it a little bit of a design feature, makes it a little more interesting to look at, and yeah, not really much else to do with the side parts. Now, for the side top part, you want to be using fences and sandstone to build this template. Now you can see how it's being built here. Now you want to copy these 3 times because you want this on the left side, right side, and the front of the temple, because they're all pretty much the same. It's just the back part that's a little different, so I'll show you that next. So for the back part, you want to do the exact same, but you want a single pillar down the middle. That way you've got a resting point for 2 windows either side, and then it can pretty much borderline the room. And lastly, on the inside, you just want to line the inside with stairs and make sure you put blocks down so that you can hang lanterns off of it. That way you can actually have all the light in here that you need while also having all the floor space. And there you have it, that's how you do the main building of this. Now, I left out doing an interior because I showed that a lot in the last video, and I think it'll be great to see what you guys do with the interior yourselves. Basically, this build is just a shell of a build, so everything you want to do with it is what you want to do with it. There's so many things you can do, and I would be interested to see what people actually do with this build. For example, this. So I added these on after I made the build because I was inspired by the build to do something more with it. Now, yes, it's very simple. I just added the sugarcane farm on the front, changed the tops a little, and added a farm around the outside. But as you can see, it does make a massive difference. So when you guys are building this, be sure to add things to it. Don't just build what I build. It'll be interesting to see what you guys come up with. In the previous episode, I did actually mention about how you could change this, changing it into like different colors. So instead of having orange, you could have like a blue color, purple color, black color. So with the warp wood, crimson wood, or simply using the deep slate. And just to show it off, changing all the red sandstone to deep slate. It kind of works. It gives it kind of a darker feel, and it doesn't feel as much as like the desert temple as a traditional desert temple with Minecraft, but it does work. So seeing what you guys could add to this and change would actually be really interesting. So if you do decide to build this and you want to show it off, make a video. If you make a video and put it in the comments in my video, I will take a look at it. But for now, I feel like that's enough with this build. That's 2 videos out of 1 old build. I feel like I can't really do much more with this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these now and I'm going to start working back on the survival world. Hopefully I can get that done shortly and that'll be out soon. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.